Radian measure. Radians are an alternative way of measuring angles. So if we have a full rotation, we know that that's 360 degrees. It's also 2 pi radians. So 2 pi radians is equal to 360 degrees. This is most usually remembered as pi radians is 180 degrees, which we get just by dividing by 2. All other conversions flow from this equivalency. For example, dividing by 2 gives us that pi by 2 radians is the same as 90 degrees. Dividing by 3 gives us pi by 3 radians is the same as 60 degrees. Starting from pi radians is 180 degrees, we want to find degree equivalents for the following and radian equivalents for the following here. So if we know that pi radians is 180 degrees, then we can convert radians into degrees by multiplying by 180 over pi. So here we have pi by 6 multiplied by 180 divided by pi. So the pi's cancel. And then 180 divided by 6 means that we have 30 degrees. Now, I could do the same here, multiply by 180 over pi, but I've got pi by 6 here giving me 30, so 5 pi by 6, remember, is 5 multiplied by pi by 6, so straight away I can say that's 150 degrees, just 5 lots of 30 degrees. So 2 pi by 3, so I've got 2 pi by 3, I'm going to multiply that by 180 over pi. My pi's will cancel. 180 divided by 3 is 60, so I'm left with 2 times 60, giving me 120 degrees. So if to go from radians to degrees, you multiply by 180 over pi. To go from degrees into radians, you just multiply the other way up. So pi over 180. So 45 degrees. Let's make that 45 over 1 and multiply by pi over 180. And 45 goes into 180 4 times, so I've got pi by 4 radians. Now for radians you can write things like rads. You can even use a little c in the way that you use the circle for degrees, but you don't actually have to give any units. Radians aren't actually a unit, they're just a number. Now 225 is actually a multiple of 45. It's 5 times 45. So I wouldn't necessarily need to do this if I already had the value for 45 degrees. I know that that is going to be 5 times the pi by 4, so 5 pi by 4. 240, well, let's go ahead and multiply that by pi over 180. So 60 goes into here 4 times and into here 3 times. So I have 4 pi by 3 radians.